Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest Builders 2. I'm your host, Wolfie. And, hey Wolfie, how come everything looks different, and you're starving, and your inventory looks different? Well, there's an interesting story behind that. Let me just show you guys. Cue footage, Editor Wolfie. Thank you, Host Wolfie. So, yeah, let me explain what happened. Needless to say, I was very bummed to find out that our progress was not saved at all. I was pretty mad. But, yeah, I kinda took it out on some slime. They didn't mind, they were very polite, we even had some tea. And whilst we were having a conversation, I had a wonderful idea. We would build everything bigger and better than ever. But I had to go out and collect some materials. And, yeah. All we have is gloves, so I had to go out and fetch everything by hand. You can see that that's not exactly a good time. I managed to find some shipwreck parts, plenty of decking, lots of wood, lots and lots and lots of carrying them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Malroth was being useless. He was just kind of following me, going, hey, what you doing? Are we gonna go and do Lulu's demands? No, we are not. We are in the middle of hauling boxes. The game made me mad. Not saving our progress, even though there's an autosave feature. So, yeah, I was kind of fired up. We were gonna get stuff done. And I was getting very salty at this point. But we weren't gonna give up. I mean, look at that progress. I even found a barrel and that silly chest that had the kelp in it. Yep. And eventually I had to start looking elsewhere for more blocks. I wanted more. And who says I'm crazy for diving and collecting things underwater? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. What? Okay, fine. Maybe I was going a little bit nutty. So I decided to take a small break, just chill out on the beach, enjoy the view, maybe talk with the slime some more. I'm sure they're very affable. Everybody loves a conversation with slime. But yeah, look at all the progress that we did, and finally, I said it was time to start building, but first I had to move some stuff out of the way. Some boxes of wood, some rocks. Everything was so heavy. I'm getting tired of this. This took an entire 2 hours, by the way. I even tried lifting Lulu. She was too heavy. Yeah, alas. But it was finally time to actually put to use all the blocks that we had found. I wanted to make sure that we had room for what I had in mind. Couldn't break those up with the sticks, so had to carry them, naturally. Everything was starting to feel peaceful and serene, though. No more gathering pieces. Now it was time to actually put them to use, put them down where I want. Maybe make a little bit more room. Now, at first, I wanted to use nothing but the broken up bits for my dock. And at some point, I realized that, you know what, there is just not gonna be enough of these. It looks okay, but... See, it was around this point I decided, you know what, we don't have enough of these specific blocks, so... let's go ahead and stagger them out, so it looks like actual damaged bits. And then fill in the rest with the whole pieces. And I gotta say, this is tiresome work. Not only was my character getting hungry, I was getting hungry. And I don't know what Malroth was feeling or thinking during all this. He's just been following us the entire time. It was interesting, to say the least. And don't you fret, I did indeed have ideas for everything that we had gathered. The rocks, the sticks, the broken barrels, each individual block, I had already placed it in my mind. And I was not going to let a single thing go to use. That's why I just started to pick this apart too. Yes, this was part of the collection, I just didn't bother to move any of them. Because why move them? They're right next to where I need them. And why am I showing off all this footage for you guys? Well, Editor Wolfie is a little irritated that there was so much footage to sort through. So many clips. So many blocks. So I was kind of getting revenge on both the game and host Wolfie. Yeah, you don't pay me enough, mister. So we're gonna soak up every morcelet of this. Speaking of morcelets, I was determined to pick up every single one of those blocks. And finally get to use the sand I had stockpiled. Because if there's one thing that I am especially skilled at in these kind of voxel block type games, it is terraforming. But one thing you gotta keep in mind in this specific game when you're terraforming and building like crazy and gathering, the hunger meter. Oh yes. It was around here that it really started to affect us. But I was determined, must place sand where I want it. Just kind of scatter these about over there. But yeah, enough is enough. We needed food. And by some miracle, I had actually managed to find some kelp left on the beach. I had scarfed so much kelp. I didn't think there was any left. And then I found the perfect spot to eat it, looking down on Lulu. That's right, you peasant. Watch me eat all the kelp. None left for you. And then it was back to work with this, because there was plenty left to do. The fancy boxes. Yes. I had already planned to use the fanciness to complete the shack. And I gotta say, it was around this point that I was actually really having fun. It was no longer stressful, no longer bothersome. I deliberately left one spot on the ground, though, because I didn't want Lulu or Malroth to start pestering me with, "Oh, you completed the task, you should get on to the next one." I don't want to. I want to keep building, thank you. And build I did. Remember I said it took 2 hours? It actually took 2.5 hours because I was just having fun. I deliberately left a block over there to complete Lulu's task. I wanted to make sure that I had the one block that she needed. And by Jove, we had just about enough except for one space. I replaced it with sand. And then it was time to decorate. I had already picked out some spots for certain things. I want it to look prettiful. Just because we're stranded on this island doesn't mean we can't have a nice home. You know? And I guess this serves a purpose. It's a learning experience for me. Because if we're gonna do a build-em-up kind of game like this, there's gonna be plenty of times where I'm gonna have to show off the building process for you guys. You're gonna want to see every little step. So, I'm thinking in the future a little less of this turbo building and maybe more edit cuts. And definitely keep food on hand, because, oh my goodness. Every single time we got hungry, it was just a struggle. But yeah, that's pretty much the story, the gist of it. Back to you, Mr. Host. Pay me more. So, yeah, we did a whole lot. All in the name of vengeance? I'm not so sure anymore. But let's carry on with the plot. We're supposed to cook our scallywinkles, huh? Lord knows I'm starving. Careful, Wolfie! The scallywinkle just fell in the fire! Ah, that must be how you cook it! So you builders can make food too, eh? Yes, Malroth, we're building some food. Still, it'll be a little while till that scallywinkle's completely cooked. Let's go and look for some more materials while we wait. Malroth, I am famished. There is no moving. Dinner time. Food takes a little time to cook. Just try to be patient. It'll be ready before you know it. Yeah. There's one thing I want to try, because I've never tried it before. Can I stack more stuff up? Hi? No? Yes, I know you're completely and utterly famished. Here, I wanna do this right. Decking that I spent literally like 2.5 hours putting together. Yeah, that footage you guys saw, that took me 2.5 hours, so please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to see what happens if Lulu cannot actually get out of the room that she's in. Yummy food. That aroma. Hey! Is that the smell of a succulently seared scallywinkle? I must have it. No. We're not gonna just sidestep the fact that you transmogrified right through the wall. Excuse me, madam. I know you're hungry, but I'm hungrier. I will fight you for this bivalve. No, it's mine. What? Look here, builder. Stop playing games and hand over the scallywinkle. I will bite you. Come on. It's mine. It's mine. I'm starving to death. Nom. Ah, the scent of the seaside combines perfectly with the gravelly crunch of the sand grains. Simply irresistible. I know. That's why I cooked it for me. I'm starving! Wasting away! But you don't have to limit your culinary repertoire to scallywinkles, you know. If you see anything else that looks vaguely edible, try cooking it on a bonfire. Now you tell me, now that I've eaten every inch of kelp on this beach, there's no more kelp. I find a cooked meal much more filling than raw fare, and it makes me feel healthier too. Just remember that cookery is all about experimentation. How about you share some of that cooked scallywinkle and save me from starvation? Ah! Oh, how rude of me. Yes, you are being rude. Share! I just realized I never asked your names. That too, yeah. I'm Wolfie. This is Malroth. Wolfie and Malroth, you say? I know you're a builder, Wolfie, but what do you do, Malroth? Well, actually, I don't know what I do. I woke up on this island, but I can't remember anything before that. My memory's completely blank. Well. An apprentice builder and her amnesiac friend. What an unexpected partnership. Yeah, and a whiny, sniveling stowaway who stole my food. I'm not gonna let this go. Oh, we're not partners. If you think a guy like me would team up with a puny little runt like her, you must be dreaming. The feeling, Malroth, is mutual. You oaf. Speaking of dreams, I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. It's been a long, stressful day, and that seared scallywinkle has filled me up nicely. Gee, how wonderful for you. What a wondrous feeling that must be. Too bad I don't know what that's like. Over here starving. So, Wolfie, how's progress going with the straw bedding I asked you to make? I'm really rather ready to hit the hay. Get out of here with your terrible jokes. I'm dying over here and you're making puns. Well, fine, let's see. I guess I can make you a straw bed out of rocks and pebbles. Straw bedding. Basic bedding made from dried weeds plonked in a pile. Can be slept on. Here we go. She's got her book out again. What have you invented this time? A way to silence you forever. Imagine that. Is that so? You reckon you can make straw bedding out of dry grass? Well, I think I saw something dry and grassy along the shore to the west. Could that be what you're looking for? I don't know, let's go find out. First, I want food. I'm dying here. I'm gonna cook for a little bit. Okay, I may have went a little nutty, but in my defense, Malroth broke everything! Everything! There's nothing left. No barrels, no firewood. He smashed everything. Malroth, you oaf. Are you okay, Lulu? She's like, yep, I did not transmogrify through the wall. No, not at all. Alright, let's gather up our food. Oops. And make one more seared scallywinkle for the road. I guess just leave these bonfires here. I did not think about my actions before doing them. Nice full tummy. Alright, let's find some dry grass. Cha-chow! And wham! Yeah, help out, Malroth. I don't know how much we need, but let's just collect some stuff. There's more kelp! I want the kelp. Hold on, I'm getting me some kelp. Alrighty, I think I got us some meals for a while. Let's make some straw bedding. Oh, I really did not need as much as I gathered. Oops. Alright, let's see what this is. Crispy kelp. That makes sense. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. There. Now let's plonk down these beds. There, everybody gets a corner. This is wonderful, Wolfie. You made a bed for me and a couple for yourselves, too. Taking a nap during the day will help to recharge our energies. And after the sun goes down, we'll be able to while away the dark and dangerous night in Dreamland. That is a running sentence, girl. I wonder what Mama and Papa would say if they knew I was rubbing shoulders with a builder. And on a desert island, no less. I don't think they would care. You're standing in a torch. When the children of Harrigan attacked my hometown of Rippleport, my parents were caught up in the fighting. Those maniacal monsters murdered them in cold blood. So I stowed away on that accursed ship, hoping to avenge their deaths. How, pray tell, would you avenge them? Ordering the monsters around? Stealing their food? I don't know. But I was caught before I had the chance to do anything. We all know what happened next. Yeah, he's washed up on this shore and started bossing us around. Eesh. Oh, Papa, Mama, I may be marooned on a desert island with these two lumbering lummoxes, but I shall survive. I pray that you watch over me in these trying times. How about get out of the torch? Anyway, thank you both ever so much for sorting our sleeping arrangements. It's been a long, hard day. I suggest we all get some well-earned rest. Okay, good night. Night-night. Bye. Get out of my room. Okay, yeah, cool, awesome. Hey, where are you going? Let's see now. You've repaired the room, sorted out my sleeping arrangements, made me supper. I do believe that's everything. I must say, it's a real relief to have a builder around. And, judging by the quality of your work, one would never imagine you were still only learning the ropes. I know we're stranded here, but in a weird way, I'm actually looking forward to it. I shall give you even more work to do so that you might blossom as a builder. No! The castaway life might be a little less luxurious than I'm accustomed to, but even so, I think this could be a fun little adventure. Please no. And as for you, Malroth, this could be the perfect opportunity to absorb a little culture, and maybe even some manners. Now then, Wolfie, I want you to go out at first light every morning and forage 30 scallywinkles and 50 strips of kelp. Are you joking? It must all be cooked by lunchtime or I shall be cross. How about I drown you instead? How about you go out and find some kelp and scallywinkles and build her up some stuff? Malroth, is that offer to put her out of our misery still on the table? I'd very much like to, cash in on that. Hey, that's my bed! Hey! No, this is mine. Hang on, Wolfie, we're not done for the day just yet. But this is my bed. Mine! You can't have it! It's mine! See, I'm gonna sleep out here next to the bonfire. Yes, Malroth? I thought Lulu might calm down a bit once she got what she wanted, but she's just as big a pain in the neck as she ever was before. Still, I'm impressed. Despite all her nagging, you made everything we need to stay alive. Oh, it's night time. Huh, cool. I wish I could do what you do. Malroth, I wish I could do what you do. You just destroy things by looking at them. Hey, Wolfie, can I have a go on that workbench? I want to try making something myself. I guess? That's gonna have to wait until next time, though, Malroth. We've done a lot in today's episode. Especially me in my 2.5 hours of running around just to make a dock and a little bit better house. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, do the usual YouTube stuff down below. Especially leave a like and share the episode around. I worked really hard on this one. And, I guess I'll see you next week for, Malroth attempting to build something. That should be interesting. Anywho, ta for now.